What is up, you guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I converted my 2011 Toyota Prius into a Cybertruck. I actually just wrapped up this project about 10 minutes ago, so I'll go ahead and show you what I've been up to the past few hours and how we got to this point. What's going on, everybody? So yesterday, I forgot my wallet, so I never got a chance to go to the hardware store, so we're up in the morning, we're headed that way now. Like I said, I was looking for some type of flexible mat to lay down on the bottom of the floor pan there just to cover up all the wires and everything. I decided not to box it in just because I want to maximize space, and I know they'll have this, but we're going to pick up an outdoor rug that has the rubber on the bottom, and we're going to cut it to fit the entire back of the truck here because I want it to cover this box as well to keep it looking nice. So hopefully we can find everything. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time here, but every time I go to Lowe's or Home Depot or anywhere for that matter, I end up spending hours, so we'll try to get out of here. Oh, here we go. Man, I was hoping they had something that was 5 foot. That's about as close as we can get. I like that too. Well, we got the goods. Let's get this thing home and cut to fit. Hi guys! I'm actually really excited with this. It's gonna be easy on the knees when we're crawling around in here trying to do stuff. Let's see if she's long enough. I'm more than certain it is, but I'm hoping we have enough to put inside the box there. Oh yeah! Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. I almost like how it hugs the sides like that. Oh my gosh, we might be onto something. It's literally conforming to the edges. That is pretty cool. Especially if we got some heat in here, like on a hot day, I feel like this stuff would get pliable. I should still be able to pop this out if need be. Alright, so I went ahead and lined up the original mat to the new mat, cut it to the perfect contour. This stuff cuts really easy, so it worked out well. I think it's going to be perfect. I think the only other cut that we'll have to make, since this stuff conforms to the side so well, is the one in the front.
12 seconds later.
Well, you guys, I got in here with the straight edge, lined it up. I kind of used the tread to my advantage when making the line, just followed the edge of one of the diamond plates, and sure enough, it turned out just about perfect, so really happy. Next thing I got to do is just make 2 cuts along here so I'm able to open the doors without bringing the whole pad up. A lot of confidence going into this cut. Send her home, bud. Just like that. Boom. We can access the storage. Alright, we're back. Just made another trip to the hardware store. Picked up another roll of this fabric. I should say vinyl. But we're going to use this to line the underneath. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough, but let's go ahead and roll this back, get the top popped off of the box, cut this stuff to fit the bottom. I think I'm going to be happy with that. We are on the home stretch with this project. Alright. Boom, baby, boom! So, for length, we're going to cut the piece around 45. 45 by 27. Let's cut it. see how lucky we can get here. So my goal with this is to have it, oh yeah, I think it's gonna work, is to have it wrapped underneath there like that. Oh my gosh. I could have just used an old blanket or something like that. I'm cheap, but this is really looking good. It's gonna keep a lot of that noise down too. This thing's gonna be silent, as if it already isn't. Finish wrapping that. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. That ended up sitting perfect. Look at the back there. This stuff is awesome. It conforms just like I was hoping. I just get the box back in here. Oh, come on. There we go. So a lot of you are probably asking, dude, why are you doing this? So I've been looking into buying a van for a long time. I wanted a full-size Sprinter, something I could stand up in, and I planned on doing some traveling. I ride motorcycles, so I wanted to just load up the bikes, hit the road, stop at some awesome places, camp, enjoy life. And it came down to crunch time to make a decision on what vehicle to buy, and how did I end up with a Prius? So I've been calling this thing a Tesla, just in good fun. I'm still gonna call it a Tesla, but for the purpose of today's video, we'll call it a Prius, I guess. But I'm a YouTuber, so I'm on YouTube a lot, and I've looked at hundreds, if not thousands, of van life videos over the past couple years, and I've seen all kinds of different builds, from big to small, vans, cars, trucks. Anything that drives, somebody's out there living in it. And I never planned on living out of the vehicle full time. This is just an adventure rig, and I live in Ohio, so during those colder months, I wanted to be able to have a getaway and a vehicle I could just hop in, hit the road, go to some destinations down south a little bit warmer, and have a good time. So after looking at about 100 Sprinter vans, I got tired of seeing them. I was on the forums all the time reading horror stories, and they're great when they're running, don't get me wrong. I was interested in a pre-2006 T1N Sprinter before all the emission standards kicked in, and I saw one of those with like 700,000 miles on the original engine. Those also get great fuel economy, which is something that I was really concerned about, because that kind of sucks a lot of the fun out of traveling, literally. Like if you're in a big RV or a gas-guzzling V8, it's gonna cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, on a longer trip, and that's just something that I didn't want to do. So I was scrolling on YouTube one day and I saw a video of someone living out of their Prius. Now I think this guy's channel name was Living Easy or Live Easy, something like that, but he had an awesome setup. And here's the thing that sold me on the Prius. These things are generators on wheels. That being said, I'm able to run the AC and the heat off of the battery. So I can set the climate control, say around 70 degrees, and it will maintain temperature. The gasoline engine will kick on for about 2 minutes every hour, depending on the outside temperature. And honestly, that right there pretty much sold me on the Prius. I just thought it was an awesome idea. Plus, if you get a nice sine wave inverter, you can run tons of stuff off of that. And I've got something coming in the mail tomorrow, which I'm really excited for, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, not only having the climate control aspect, but the fuel economy. These things get like 50 miles per gallon, so I can literally travel from here to Florida for like $50. And these things are proven. It's a Toyota. This is the first vehicle that I've ever owned that I actually felt was well engineered. That being said, I'm a Toyota fan for life after this. Make fun of it all you want. I don't care if it's a Prius. It's gonna do what I want it to do, and that's all that matters. There's been a lot of people interested in this project that hated on Priuses before, but can understand what I'm doing and appreciate it. But I know there's a handful of you out there that are wondering, how the heck am I gonna haul motorcycles? Well, this Prius came equipped with a hitch. Now, in the American models, it says right in the book that Toyota doesn't recommend you to do any towing with these things, but overseas and the general consensus, you can get away with like 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. And I plan on getting a light V-nose enclosed trailer around 450 to 500 pounds, and with a bike and some small gear, I'm not even gonna be anywhere close to that, so we should be good. As far as the drop in fuel economy, I'm expecting to get around 40 miles per gallon, which is still crazy good, and this thing only costs $20 to fill it up. So that's my idea behind this, is just a little adventure vehicle that can get me to the places that I want to go for cheap and be able to sleep in comfort. I don't plan on staying in this thing all day. I'll say it again. The point of this thing is to get to the locations that I want to and have a place to sleep. I just happen to have the added benefit of having climate control. So sleeping in this thing at night, running heat or AC, you're generally going to spend like $1 to $1.50 in fuel, which is nothing. So I'm pumped. I can't wait to do my first overnight in this thing, and my first trip for that matter. But enough talking, let's show you what we did. So the first thing I did when I got this Prius is I ripped out the rear seats. I don't ever plan on having any more than 2 passengers, and if I do, we can make it work. But most of the time, it's just gonna be me, my dog Diesel, or my girlfriend Alexis. So I had no use for those rear seats. They were just taking up space. So I decided to take them out and design a custom storage box underneath. So that's what we did. We hit the drawing board, came up with a few designs, and this is what I narrowed it down to. This was pretty challenging, designing something like this from the ground up. I know it's simple, but it was never designed to be in there. The end result is something that I'm very happy with and I'm proud of. We actually wrapped this entire box in this nice durable fabric, but on each side there's a door that opens up and you got plenty of storage underneath. I just have a random pot set right there, GoPro down there, and as you can see, I lined the floorboards with this same material that's on top. This is just a really lightweight waterproof vinyl, and this stuff is durable. I was going to design a box system underneath for some better organization, but in the end this is what I came up with, and I was just trying to maximize space. So if I want to, I can get some storage bins to throw down in here, but I'm glad I went this route because it really maximizes the space that I have. If you want to see detailed videos on how I did all of this, those are on my channel. I'll go ahead and make a playlist and drop it down in the description below. So I had a few different options to choose from as far as the fabric to put on top, and I ended up with this thick plush vinyl, and I'm really happy I chose this. So I have a great big German Shepherd dog that loves to get dirty, sheds like crazy, and I wanted something that I could just wipe down, keep clean, and this is the perfect option that I came up with. The best part about it is it conforms to the sides pretty well. It's winter right now, so on a hot day, I imagine this stuff will just become more pliable, and over time, it'll mold to the contours of this vehicle. I trimmed the back to match the curves of this thing, and it still gives you easy access to the underneath storage, which there's a large storage bin under here. You can put all kinds of stuff in there. So I do plan on sleeping in here. The item that I'm getting tomorrow is gonna go right here, and I'll have some padding on top of that, plus a nice memory foam mattress, and I'll be able to relax in here comfortably. This seat is all the way back too, and this is how much room that I have. So this material just worked out at the end. I'm happy with it, especially I can move around here on my knees and not get sore, and I think Diesel is going to enjoy this as well. But I just wanted to keep this clean, especially because I'm going to be outdoors most of the time and just getting dirty and tracking stuff into the vehicle. So I wanted something I could wipe down and preserve the factory interior. But I'll go ahead and show you guys the other side just for fun. Same system over here. This just lifts up. I got a jacket down in there. And I wasn't too thrilled with how this came out, but I just cut the vinyl to make sure that I could open this easily and hassle-free. But that's what the outdoor carpet's for as well, so I'm happy with it. So like I said earlier, I've gotten a great response with this build so far. A lot of people are loving it. Shout out to Ian Landsman for this next idea. He suggested that I put a door in on the side just in case I need to fit anything longer in there, like some tent poles or something like that. So what I did is I just left this side piece unattached, and it fits pretty tight in there, so all I have to do is pop this out, and boom, I have access to everything underneath there. Now these HV cables are hidden underneath here. I like the idea of having that padded so nothing sharp can come down here and potentially pierce that sheathing on that line. But pretty simple. Shout out to Ian. Check out his channel. But that is pretty much it for phase 1 of the Prius camper build. I'm really looking forward to that package that's coming in tomorrow, and I've got several other companies that were interested in working with me on this build and are going to send some stuff my way, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed, have those notifications on. If you guys and girls want to send me anything for this build or anything in general, I'll go ahead and drop my P.O. Box number on the screen right now. I'll open everything on the channel, so it's really fun to do for me and you guys. But that pretty much does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button if you're excited to see this thing making progress. And once again, thank you for all of the awesome suggestions. Keep them coming. I'm just super happy how everything is coming together and quickly. That's another thing with a smaller build like this, is it's not intimidating opposed to like a larger van build. There's so much stuff to do. There's only so much you can do to something like this. So it's definitely user friendly, and it's been a pleasure to work with. But I think that's gonna wrap things up. Thank you all for watching. I do daily uploads here on the channel, so there's always some form of content coming out, hence the name of the channel, Attention Deficit. So until tomorrow's video, I'll see you then.